honestly, if I could go back 35 years and have in-ear monitoring, that would have been a game changer for me. My name's Jono Heale. I'm one of the directors at ACS Custom. ACS Custom make custom hearing protection and custom in-ear monitors. So I met Andy Shiak, who's the founder and CEO of ACS, many years ago. He was an ex-musician himself, actually, suffered an acoustic trauma, ended up suffering from chronic tinnitus and hyperacusis, but realised also that there was no advice or guidance out there to people working in the music industry about damaging their hearing. So he introduced, with an etymotic research filter, the ER15, which was the first musician's earplug in a soft medical grade silicon, custom moulded for the person's ears. So that's how it all started. Because you can't get a perfect fit with a universal earplug, it means that you don't know what level of protection you're getting. And we call that the seal integrity, which is how well the actual earplug seals in the auditory canal in your ear to give you a certain level of protection. Now, if you have a custom product, obviously it's bespoke, made for your ears only, so it's going to fit perfectly. Not only it's going to be more comfortable, especially our soft silicon earplugs, but also then with that seal integrity and that isolation, the attenuating filter, which reduces the sound pressure level, is doing its job properly. The benefits of using in-ear monitors, especially custom in-ear monitors, where do I start really? With in-ear monitors, basically they're glorified earphones where you get your monitor mix that you want, normally through a wireless belt patch system, and wherever you are on the stage, that's the sound you're going to get every time. And it can be adjusted for different songs as well. And also the monitor mix that you have set maybe during rehearsals, when you take it out on tour, whether it's a small club or a stage at Glastonbury, your monitor mix will be exactly the same, which is fantastic. So the difference between custom in-ear monitors and universal fit in-ear monitors is a bit similar to, as I said, about earplugs. It's about that seal integrity and the fit, plus the components of in-ear monitors is far superior to earphones. Normally, earphones are a dynamic speaker, like a cone speaker, but with in-ear monitors, it's a balanced armature speaker, which is like a little finger, which miniaturizes that mechanism of creating the sound pressure waves. So that's one of the main advantages. However, with wearing fully fitting earphones, is that for some musicians, especially vocalists, brass and woodwind players, is that sometimes because they're singing or creating vibrations through the mouth and through the voice box, is that you get this thing called the occlusion effect. When you attenuate the sound coming through too much in the ear, you obviously stop the low frequency energy coming back out of the ear canal. So you get this sort of resonant low frequency energy trapped in the head through bone conduction or through conduction. It's like sticking your fingers in your ears and talking. So what's an easy thing to do? Drill a hole in your in-ear monitors, vent them so you can hear a little bit of your ambient on-stage sound as well. Fantastic. Helps to cancel out the occlusion effect. On-stage communication is great. But when you vent a closed speaker system like that, you lose a lot of the low frequency energy again, and they sound really thin. So what we've done is create what we call our ambient series, which has it's a vented in-ear monitor, but it has a filter in it similar to the membrane technology we use in our Pro Series custom hearing protection, which gives you a bit of protection on the stage, allows the sound to go through, but it acts as a bass trap the other way to stop the low frequency energy coming out. Hearing protection is not just for musicians. It's probably been more accepted in industry and construction, working in a factory or whatever in noisy environments, than maybe in a social or recreational setting. However, as we all know, we're exposed to more noise and sound and amplified sound through various mediums, portable music devices, than ever before in the history of the human race, really. So no, earplugs can be for everybody. And also they have benefits in other ways, not only protecting your hearing, making you feel calmer. When you're exposed to a lot of noise and sound, it can be very, all this auditory information can be very, very tiring. Some people have concerns about using in-ear monitors because they feel that it's they can't get away from the sound. It's there, the volume. How do you control it? The only advantages I would say is that when you've set the sound level from your in-ear monitors, that is the sound level you're going to get on stage. So you are in control. Whereas compared to, say, on-stage sound monitoring, where the sound level can change, musicians, no offense to guitarists or bass players, but we all start, we start turning up the back line, then the vocalists can't hear themselves properly, so they're getting the monitor engineer to turn up the wedges, and then suddenly the stage levels are, over 100 decibels. I mean, I've damaged my hearing in the past from 15 years of being on stage, not front of house. Honestly, if I could go back 35 years and have in-ear monitoring, that would have been a game changer for me. Gigs would have been better because I had my own monitor mix every time, every gig, but also probably I wouldn't have damaged my hearing. So we have two in our range of custom in-ear monitors. Our Classic series, which is just a solid full concha, so the full moulding of the ear with all the speakers built in. And as I've sort of mentioned before, the thing about that, for some musicians, they do get the occlusion effect. So that's the Classic series. Some people like that full isolation. They just want to be completely isolated in their world. High fidelity, monitor mix, Bosch, no problems at all. The other in-ear monitors in our range are the Ambient series, which have a vent with a filter, which acts as an attenuating filter that actually helps protect you from sound levels on the stage. Gives you a little bit of isolation, but not too much. So this also acts as a bass trap, so we can actually keep a flat frequency response from the in-ear monitor. Studiospares are now selling our Picato 16, which is a 16 decibel average attenuation universal earplug. They utilise the same membrane technology as in our Pro Series custom hearing protection. We've compared this to other products in the market, and this has some of the best attenuation characteristics for a universal earplug on the market today. So these are fantastic. 16 decibel average is great for most popular music. Cheap way to protect your hearing. You can't replace your hearing, so get a set of these. So that's ACS Custom, clues in the name. Custom fitting earplugs, hearing protection, and in-ear monitors. So for all your needs, and if you're serious about sound, go to Studiospares.